When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those of your needs. That too won't let you just call.
We realized that because there were some gaps that we realized in the articles that were presented during that time, we then went further and thought of bringing these media people together, give them some training. So we gave them some training sometime this year. We trained about over 30 media personnel. And then just to motivate them, we thought we could now begin to ask them, submit your articles so that we have the awards at the end of the year. They did submit the articles. We had well over 15 articles that were submitted. And we also brought on board other stakeholders, other organizations, such as ActionAid and Caritas. We wanted to grow this thing into a reality. So ActionAid and Caritas came on board, and we planned this thing together, and that is how now today we are awarding these media personnel. Why we thought of having this media award is because we have been seeing so much reporting on issues that do not concern environment and agriculture, as well as social accountability. So we thought that it was an opportunity for us to kind of create space for these media people to also begin to focus on issues that pertain to agriculture, that pertain to environment and social accountability. So we have created that space, and we have now begun to see a number of media personnel reporting on those things. Just to kind of have this thing go big, we also thought of bringing environmental champions. So these champions, we brought them in so that we could begin now to spread out the message through them, through their Facebook, through their singing, through their songs. So we brought in we thought of bringing about 3 champions who could then also carry our information, who could also carry our dream forward, who could also sing about create songs about what we believe in. We are using this as an advocacy tool to reach out to the policymakers, to reach out even to the people in the rural area so that they begin to appreciate and they begin to understand some of the things that we do in terms of environmental, sustainability, agriculture, agroecology, and social accountability. So that is just a synopsis of how the media award issue came into being. Thank you.
Pano chalo pali aftabane, pano chalo pali vemi pamba ala buafia. Pano chalo pali aftabane, pano chalo pali vama chushi. Inchi kalamu andande nwa makabe, kumona tere kalamu ya isa. Nokalume chendende ali fakulwa pula. Pada pachembe pakwa bukoko ya kuishiria. Panuma ya kusange chikwepe cha musha ebere. Ifisha ishiboko ae. Kanje sheko fio kwenda pamenshi. Filafia chitile Bwana Yesu kugalile. Nambalo achisumino chinono Aesha kofie ntampulo shibiri. No kulisanga mukano kangwe.
The media plays a critical role in ensuring that all stakeholders, including ordinary citizens, are well informed as well as educated on issues that affect them, such as climate change and its related impact on society, such as food security. For us as ActionAid Zambia, we believe that for Zambia to have adequate food security, there is need for all key players to play their critical role, and the media, that is our journalists, are well placed to inform on issues that affect us all. Last but not the least, ActionAid believes that the following issues, if addressed, will enhance food security in our country. First, it's the distribution of indigenous seeds, which have proved to be drought resistant in various farming communities, participation of smallholder farmers in planning and budgeting processes at various levels, allocation of adequate resources to extension services research for improved production amongst smallholder farmers, as well as recruitment of extension service officers to improve service delivery, which in return will be more gender responsive, unlike the current scenario where we have one officer mining over 1,000 plus farmers, which is unsustainable. Last but not the least, allow me to thank you all for coming to this ceremony, and I would like to urge the journalists to continue working hard and informing the country in view of the fact that climate change is now the new normal. Thank you.
So fine, a beauty like Kilimanjaro. Oh yeah, African woman rocks, an African woman rocks, African woman rocks, an African woman rocks. Yeah, my type of girl, alright, African girl, special type of girl. She's my Chikanda, Lumanda, the girl I'm gonna turn into an abanda. Wamili bama yesa kama bagana, katela liga si abana. Oh, she's so fine, fine like the river Nile. Whiskey tone like a chocolate. Mama Africa, you're immaculate. From Ghana to Lagos, Zambia to Nairobi, Tanzania to the bed of Africa. This Africa and I. So good, I drink water sweet from Zambia. Oh yeah, these women now.
The media inspires us in a lot of things and also educate us in a lot of things. And they motivate us in a lot of things, sometimes in the right way, sometimes in the wrong way. So we would like to really engage the media in a lot of things. And for us, while the media shows vibrancy through entertaining much debate and broadcast talk shows and the print opinion pages, more could be done to produce coverage on public affairs, more especially on issues of climate change, social accountability, in a manner that is comprehensive, in-depth, investigative, and informs and engages the citizens. More especially, stories at times contain inaccuracy and misleading bits of information. And we need to look at how do we actually analyze the information that we ensure that before any news goes into the public, it's really investigated upon. So, and there are a lot of promising stories that are not followed up enough to provide audience with a complete picture of development around them and elicit response from citizens and authorities. So we'd like to engage the citizens themselves or the media in terms of to do a lot of investigation in terms of the different stories that actually come out. So it is also recognized that the media has a massive role in society to play in raising awareness and also communicating messages, more around issues of agroecology, environment and climate change, and social accountability. Now we are being told climate change is a new normal, and indeed it's a new normal. So we need to really advocate in issues advocating around issues of social accountability, agroecology, so that we can actually set these things in a political agenda that actually put policies and governance structures and actions that actually put them to the different stakeholders, that people can actually be held accountable around these particular issues. Today, we obviously are going to give awards to the winners today. A big congratulations. But of course, those who will not get awards, they should not be discouraged. We appreciate the efforts and the hard work that is being put in terms of bringing out the news. The awards appropriately reflect the endless hours you have spent. I join you in celebrating you and your achievements. Take this as a professional accomplishment and let it be proud and propel you to better and also to remain the excellent journalist that you are supposed to be. For the nominees who did not win, I wish you the best of luck next time, next year. Get nominated is an acknowledgement that you are almost as good as the winners. For those who did not apply but wish they did, watch out for the next call for entries next year. You are just almost the winner. From Caritas Zambia, wish you all the media present today and limited success in the future. To all the partners present here, I wish everyone a good evening Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Media Awards.
As Pelham Zambia, we are passionate about our food system, the environment, and climate change. Without our partners, for instance, Caritas Zambia, who we work with, Action Aid present here, we realize the need of the media to be our allies in our work. These awards not only recognize your skills as journalists, but represent the voice of the many people that depend and are affected with what happens in the environment. In recognizing your values as journalists in our work, we also recognize the fact that these awards go beyond just telling a story. A better story has a personal touch, and we hope your passion for the food sector and the environment is something that you greatly treasure as individuals, and that you will write and report on these issues beyond these awards. We recognize also and appreciate and applaud each and every one of you for submitting articles during this event. For those that will not receive awards, like my colleague from Caritas says, don't be discouraged, but I think it will also be a motivation for you to do better next time. I want to encourage you to continue your journalistic works. Your work is needed out there, and people will appreciate your works even more if you write these articles and present these things on TV and on radio. Lastly, I want to thank the staff of Pelham, Caritas Zambia, and Action Aid for organizing this event. It's been a long and tedious work I know that you've been doing. I also want to say thank you to the adjudicators for helping us in identifying the winners of these awards, to Ambassador Mutubira, Alec Mugala, who was also part of that, and Mrs. Chonya. So to those three judges, I want to sincerely thank you for helping us put up this award event tonight. With those few remarks, I want to say thank you and congratulations to all those that will receive, and I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you.
Our guest of honor.
Highlighting a few salient issues around the media profession, looking at the journey we have traveled as a country from the beginning of the year up to now, and the role that the media have played. I want to pay special tribute to our journalists and other media practitioners. At the time when we were all told to stay at home, during the initial days of the COVID-19 pandemic, the media practitioners risked their lives to keep us informed. There was no single day that the news bulletins on radio and television or newspapers went without news, because journalists feared to go out and report. In a crisis such as COVID-19, many sectors suspended their operations, as we saw, where airports were closed, bars closed, sports activities closed, but no media outlets were closed. No media institution suspended its operations. This demonstrates the unique nature of the media profession. On behalf of the government, and indeed on my own behalf, I want to commend the media in Zambia for the role that they have played in the fight against COVID-19. They kept and have continued to keep the nation informed about COVID-19. The gains that we have scored so far as a country in slowing down COVID-19 cannot be divorced from the critical role the media have played in the fight. I also wish to recognize the work of the journalists towards professionalizing their practice. Government commends the efforts that the journalists have invested in coming up with a self-regulatory mechanism to promote professionalism among themselves. I am happy that to this effect, a layman's bill is already in place and is currently undergoing various processes. This is one of the landmark achievements in the media industry in the year for which government applauds the media and all their stakeholders. The third point, communication in the digital world. The digital world has transformed the communication landscape globally in ways that are unimaginable. It has broken the monopoly once held by traditional media, where now information can be accessed in real time. What this has brought is the fact that it is either you swim or you sink. Any media institution that remains behind will sink. The media have no choice but to invest in information communication technologies, or ICTs in short, if they are to remain afloat and relevant. The media must now move with time by ensuring that their news bulletins are current and frequent in order to remain at pace with digital platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and others that relay information in real time. I wish to call upon the media industry to prioritize investment in ICTs in their news packaging and dissemination. And this brings me to the fourth point, the media development policy and government communication policy. The last few years have seen phenomenal growth in the media industry in the country, where we have several radio and television stations and newspapers. Despite this growth, the media have been operating in a vacuum as there has been no any appropriate policies to guide their operations. Government saw this vacuum, and as you are aware, on the 23rd of November, I launched the media development policy and the government communication policy. The media development policy is anchored on four main pillars, namely media freedom, media pluralism, media independence, and safety of journalists. With these documents, now we have direction in our communication development of the media industry in Zambia. The last point, the fifth one, elections and the media. The case of 2021 elections. Next year, Zambia goes to the poll in elections that have continued to deepen the country's democracy. Between now and that time, the media have a critical role to play in providing information to the electorate on the entire electoral process, starting from the registration of voters, voting, and the announcement of the results. The media should not allow any room for error in this process, as any inaccuracies, subjectivity, and professional misconduct on their part can be a recipe for confusion and disharmony among citizens. I therefore call upon the media to be ethical and professional in their reporting. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with this background that I wish to thank Caritas Zambia and Pelam Zambia for organizing the training for the journalists. I'm gratified to note that the training, among other things, was aimed at empowering the journalists with skills to report on environmental protection, agroecology, and social accountability. This, therefore, is an important occasion where the efforts of the journalists that participated are being rewarded for the articles they produced based on the training. This is important in promoting media specialization in sectors such as agriculture, environment, and climate change. Government observes that most of the newsrooms lack specialized journalists, resulting in unresearched and shallow reportorial accounts. I urge recipients of the awards tonight to translate the skills that they have acquired into results by writing more stories on the important topics covered in the training. Congratulations to all the recipients of the awards, and thank you Caritas and Pelam Zambia for this great contribution to national development. I thank you.
So fine, a beauty like Kilimanjaro. Oh yeah, African woman rocks, an African woman rocks, African woman rocks, an African woman rocks. Hey. Yeah. My type of girl, alright, African girl, yeah. Special type of girl. Listen, she's my Chikanda. The girl I'm gonna turn into an abanda. But me leave my yes, I come a bagana. But tell her nigga, see a bana. Oh, she's so fine. Fine like the river Nile. Whiskey and tone like a chocolate. Mama Africa, you will not kill it. From Ghana to Lagos, Zambia to Nairobi.
Thank you to you, media personnel, especially entrants to this competition, for ensuring that this subject is not just continuous, but it should be alive for the rest of our lives. As we all know, the world is today threatened with death, and it's therefore poignant that the media keeps this subject alive and subsequently stop man from killing the earth and subsequently killing the world. Today man is at war with God. God created an amazing world, but man, through adverse things, she is trying to destroy the beautiful world that God created. If I have to digress a little bit, I'm extremely happy that President Trump lost the elections because he was one of the potential killers of the earth, of the world, as he never believed in climate change. Let's talk about the awards. Basically what we were looking for, the key thing that we were looking for is relevance to the theme, accuracy, creativity, and impact. Really thought-provoking the theme. I am cognizant of the fact that next year we have the elections. And most of my media staff want to keep the economy as the #1 subject. To the contrary, I feel we should ensure that environment is on top of the agenda, because if environment dies, if the climate is negative, it's going to have an impact on the economy. So to you, the winners, I must congratulate you, and indeed the losers, because you can only inspire the losers and the rest of the journalists. You must be extremely happy, especially those who are winning, because this is festive period. It means Christmas to you has come early. How I would have loved to be honored. I'm still waiting 50 years on. Nobody has ever, honored me. But you know what? But you know what makes me happy? It's simply when I meet, people, and they stop me, on the road. They stop me in their offices, and they express their joy about how I've impacted them, positively. To me, that is the greatest honor. And it's been worth the 50 years I've spent, in the media. I pray to you, the media people, that as we work towards 2021, we ensure that we cover diverse, issues. I am the initiator of, I think, perhaps the major talk radio in this country, Capital FM 99.7. Our thrust is content. Our thrust, is to cover governance, issues. I feel for many years now, us broadcasters, we've been basically been drunk, with politics. There's just too much coverage of politics. I'm not saying don't cover politics, but remember, a politician's life is short-lived. Issues of the economy, issues of environment will live forever, and they'll outlive us. That's why I pay tribute to Pelham, especially my good friend, Wilfred, Nalucha, my friend, and of course, Caritas, for sponsoring, this, for ensuring that issues of governance that impact us, human beings, are kept alive, in the press. You don't realize how important you are as press people. I know politicians only love you when it comes to election time. They forget that you impact, this country in a number, of issues. So please ensure that you cover diverse, issues. Back to you, the winners. I pray that you will, continue. You are winners. Remember that when you are a winner, that's when it's very difficult to stay at the top. You must ensure that you keep up with your good work, because those who you are writing the stories about will expect even better work, from you. But I hope and pray that your articles will impact our people, positively. Thank you again to you winners, and congratulations. And to you all, and especially the PS, thank you for gracing, this occasion. I love you all.
Two beautiful billboards as we announce the winners of the different categories for tonight's awards. Could we please have someone help us move the podium so that it's not in the way of our guest of honor and our directors, please? Christopher Chisi, are you here? So Christopher Chisi is not here. Can someone come and get the award on his behalf, please? So that's the first prize for climate change and agroecology. Christopher Chisi, 5FM Radio. Says the piece provides all information and impact is great. The first runner-up in this category of climate change and agroecology is Juliet Makwama from Millennium Radio. The program is very informative. Juliet Makwama, Millennium Radio. Where are our winners tonight? Okay, someone is coming to pick up the award on behalf of Juliet. Congratulations to Juliet. And last but not the least, the second runner-up in radio, climate change and agroecology goes to Mwatita Luinga of Cloud FM. Mwatita Luinga. Oh, now she's coming to pick up an award on her own behalf. How cool is that? Congratulations, congratulations. All right. We move on now to social accountability. Look this way, please, for pictures. We now move on to social accountability. The second runner-up for social accountability, second runner-up is Oscar Nkua of Company Radio. The article is good in the involvement of the youth. Oscar Nkua gets second runner-up for social accountability. Congratulations. Oscar Nkua, not here, but someone will pick up the award on his behalf. Congratulations to Mr. Oscar Nkua. First runner-up for social accountability is Prudence Siavana, Radio Phoenix. All the sources, including the affected, the article is relevant to the context. So this is the first runner-up, Prudence Siavana. Congratulations to you. She's the first runner-up in social accountability. You know her, eh? Yeah, it's nice to know a winner. Like the ambassador said, it's Christmas period, so you know, just get close. The winner for social accountability is Valewa Zulu of Radio Phoenix for budget accountability on extension. Valewa Zulu. So Prudence will pick up the award for Valewa for social accountability. So that is the winner, the overall winner for social accountability. We now move on to television, climate change, and agroecology. Please look this way for pictures. The next category is television, climate change and agroecology in television. The second runner-up in this category is Jarvis Lufeo of KNC Television, Effect on People by Industrial Activities. Jarvis Lufeo. Yes, indeed. A round of applause for Jarvis Lufeo. Start from there. Congratulations. You see how ladies are dominating this award? I am so proud. So proud. Look this way for some pictures. Jarvis Lufeo, congratulations. Second runner-up, Climate Change and Agroecology Television. First runner-up in this category is Millennium Television. The story is relevant. So Millennium TV as a station got first runner-up for television, climate change and agroecology. Alan, can we have you collect the award? First runner-up? Okay. Congratulations, Alan. Amazing work. The winner of this category, television, climate change and agroecology, Musonda Lombe, ZNBC. We keep bagging them awards, yeah? Nice way to end the year. Congratulations to Musonda Lombe. Overall winner, television, climate change and agroecology. I have actually learned a lot from Musonda's pieces on agroecology and climate justice. She continues to make a difference. She continues to spread the word. I have personally learned a lot from her pieces, trust me. Congratulations, Valombe. Paponchano, is that okay? I've respected your sister, Valombe. Jarvis Lufeo, KNC Television, Effect on People by Industrial Activities, Social Accountability. Jarvis Lufeo. Mutoteleni maningi, second time around. It's not a joke. That was a mantra. Thank you, Jesus. All right, now we move on to print, climate change and agroecology. We now move on to print, climate change and agroecology. We know broadcasters by nature love to read, yeah? Second runner-up in this category is Francis Maingaila from online. Congratulations. Climate change and agroecology. Online, on social media, that's where a lot of people are found. Congratulations, sir. First runner-up, print, climate change and agroecology, Cynthia Nkata, also online. Cynthia Nkata, it's an online tabloid. Congratulations, please make your way. Cynthia Nkata, ladies and gentlemen, doing the most. The overall winner for print, climate change and agroecology is Julia Spiri, Times of Zambia. There comes Julia, Times of Zambia, well represented. Congratulations, Julia. So this was print for climate change and agroecology. That has gone to Julia Spiri as the overall winner from Times of Zambia. We now move to social accountability in print. The first runner-up for social accountability is Julia Spiri. Where's Pogapochano? Have you seen my brother? Yeah? Oh my God. Right, congratulations, Julia Spiri. Bagging another one, 2 awards in a night. And under social accountability, the overall award goes to Emily Kuema. Emily Kuema. Someone is coming to get the award on behalf of Emily Kuema. Congratulations for getting the award on social accountability print. We now go to the mother of all awards tonight. Outstanding Community Award goes to Violet Mendo, Zambia Daily Mail, great article on recycling and income generation. Violet Mendo, let us give them a round of applause, please. Mengo, please go ahead and get your award. This is the Outstanding Community Award. Congratulations. So at this point in time, we'd actually like to hear a word from you as the winner for the Outstanding Award.
Good evening, everyone. You haven't responded. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the winners, I'm very delighted to be one of the recipients of the award. As most of you people know, I'm passionate about reporting climate change since 2005. And what I can say is that I can encourage all of us to do these things because it's important for us as communicators to reach out. That's the only way that people will know what is happening. We know that climate change is here and a lot of devastating effects are being felt on the ground. So we as communicators, as journalists, have a role to play, and we can only do that by disseminating the correct factual information to the people and bringing it down to those on the grassroots. That's the only way that people would know and take informed decisions to make their lives even better and to prepare themselves, more especially people like farmers that are mostly affected by the effect of climate change. Thank you very much to the organizers for this recognition. It means a lot to all of us. It encourages the media to even do more, because once we are recognized in this manner, you find that we do more, we research more, and we are there to help the people know about what is happening on the ground. Thank you very much, and good night.
Tell the truth, tell the truth. How will I earn your trust when I'm away? Sometimes when you're not around, I'll be flirting. And you deserve nothing like this. Ride a river, yet stood by me. I will survive. I'm gonna make it. I'll be the best man this whole world will ever see. I swear I will. To love you only. 'Cause I got it, I got a good woman with me. I got a good woman with me. I got a good woman with me. Oh yeah. She don't even have a radio. She don't even want a TV. But she only wants what she ever wants is me. But I gotta come with all her ingredients. All her ingredients. That's love, trust, communication, and me. Don't tell me you forgive me.
We, as Pelam, we are very happy that we've held these media awards. We feel the media practitioners are a very integral part in our work and a very good conduit for advocacy work. We started this thing as a small thing, but it's growing, and we are seeing it to be a bigger thing next year. And we really want to appreciate the media practitioners that submitted very comprehensive and relevant articles.
It's been an exciting event, and I think from the climate change perspective, it's good that we are having journalists that are able to report more on climate change. And from my practitioner, as a climate change practitioner, I think having so many journalists having interest in reporting about these issues is something very positive, because when we look at climate change, it affects everyone and across sectors, across all ages. So this is something that we need to be promoting.
For this particular award, I looked at green revolution. Now it has really affected small-scale producers. We've seen that fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, have continued to, in terms of the prices, have continued to go up. So I looked at how people can go back to doing organic farming. So that really helped me to even understand more about this kind of agriculture that we need to do. So I just want to say thank you to the organizers for these awards. This gives the opportunities to journalists to be able to just feel appreciated, because most of the time you find that when you do stories, you feel like maybe people are not listening or they are not watching, but it's good that we have organizations that are able to recognize journalists. I just want to call upon other organizations to also come on board and recognize more journalists, especially when it comes to environment, because a lot of people would want to hear the information or would want to get information on climate change, because this is the something that is really affecting each and every one of us.
Being a rural reporter, it has been so encouraging that I've won this award. I've won this award because according to what my beliefs speaks volume about climate change. I've got so passionate about climate change. And I know that climate change, it has brought a lot of devastating effects on the lives of the people. And because of that, I've been reporting here and then almost every time. I've done so many articles, but I think for me, the year 2020, it has been a blessing, because in August again I did something which impressed even the government in this, again even SADC. So because of that, I say thank you very much.